Four things on the earth are small, yet they are extremely wise. Ants are creatures of little strength, yet they store up food in the summer. Hyraxes are creatures of little power, yet they make their home in crags. Locusts have no king, yet they advance together in ranks. A lizard can be caught with the hand, yet it is found in kings' palaces. So we could actually learn from a lot of things around us, I guess. The beasts of the earth naturally obey God, but also it's pointing out the wise ways these people, the boundaries in which they're allowed to exist in and talk and stuff like that. And the way they act are really wise, right? So ants store up food. They're a little strength, yet they store up food in the summer. And you think of ants, they're constantly marching, right? They're marching, they're gathering. They're seeking out a little bit of food and gathering. And a lot of times it's little by little, right? And they gather a lot for summer, because for summertime until winter time hits, because once winter time hits, the weather may be too extreme for them to come out, so they have all this food stored that they could eat, munch on, right, while storing in the winter. The same way we could be wise and constantly store up food and things, even if it's little by little, because later on, although we worry about today's troubles, for today's troubles are enough for today. Gathering food, I think, for the future isn't necessarily a worrying thing, right? It's not something you worry about or stress about, but it's just a wise thing that you could learn from and take from. You probably should do, right? It's good. It's not a foolish thing to do, to store up some things, for a period of time, for another season, but not necessarily just to greedily keep for yourself for the rest of your life. You don't want to store up treasures for the rest of your life for no reason, right? Unless it's for an inheritance, or for your children's children, or things of that sort, or to last for a future season. But to keep it to death, it's all gonna burn. You're not gonna take it with you, so it could be foolish in that sense. But at the same time, store up your food in the summer, and then you'll have some in the winter, right? You'll have something to last you throughout those days. Hyraxes are of little creatures of power, and yet they make their home in crags. All right, I probably gotta look up what a crag is. But locusts have no king, yet they advance together in ranks. So two is better than one. And it is what, so what's it called? You want to be diligent, and sometimes being diligent requires being a little bit more organized. And these people do it without having someone to tell them or put them in order, and you could use